Alright, ladies and gentlemen, sport lovers across the globe, welcome to yet another interesting edition of Sports Rio on Kira Sports TV. You know what we do here, we keep you up to date on international but local stories of sporting activities, and also we are the best among the rest. Please don't forget that taking a look at the best football academy here at Kira, yes, we have it. Kira Football Academy is one of the best to unleash the potential and also the footballing idea in you. Don't even bother to disturb yourself or go anywhere. Just come to Kira. Let's bring out the world. Let's bring out the Lionel Messi and also the Cristiano dos Aveiro Ronaldo in you at Kira Football Academy. Please, like I always say, make sure you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Make sure you follow us also on TikTok, because presently we have our official page at Kira Sport TV on TikTok. On YouTube, subscribe also, and also make sure you click on the notification bell so when next we drop video, you can actually get notified. And make sure you take your time to go through all our previous video, watch it, share. Let's know your own point of view on all the videos that we have on our channel. Once again, welcome to Sport Rio on Kira Sport TV. My name is Ebidakwo Miracle Oluwadamila. This edition promises to be entertaining. One thing that makes this edition special is that I have a special guest with me today. Before we go to our special guest, I have some news headlines popping up. One is like a breaking news story today. Let me quickly run through those headlines, and afterward we go to our guest. Then we have an extent interactive section with my guest today. Once again, it is Sport Rio on Kira Sport TV. Taking a look at the Nigerian Premier Football League, Plateau United part ways with Itodo, Ambrose alongside Helong. We take a look at that also this morning. The likes of transfer update are for you at the local scene. Here is a decision confirmed as Odogu joins Blackburn. Another one is what best. Sahar picks goalkeeper to replace Onana at Manchester United. Another one is international transfer stories that I have for you. Parker picks Oglon replacement for Manchester United. Ancelotti appointed club manager as Napoli also rejects offer for Osimhen. That particular Ancelotti news stories, I guess it is for Botafogo. We take a look at that also this morning. For the Nigerian Premier Football League, other story that I have for you. Ahmed Musa promises to reposition Kano Pillars amid his recent appointment. Another one is Maresca to be without two key players against Fluminense. You know the FIFA Club World Cup continues later on tonight. Okay, for the Club World Cup, Russo and German, Chelsea, Real Madrid, Fluminense in epic battle for the final. Who exactly are you expecting at the final? We have a banter episode coming up very soon also regarding that particular. I'll be bringing on board Chelsea fans. I'll bring on board also the rivalry fans also. I will take a look at those particular one expressly. And also we also want to know your own point of view on who you think will be the next world champion. You know, they wear that particular badge for 4 years. Oh my God, that is so massive. Like I said, I have a guest with me in the studio today. It is actually a very fantastic moment to bring it on board. Fantastic one to have you, sir. Good morning. Can we meet you, sir?
Yeah, good morning. My name is Coach Akande Fatai Adejumo Smith.
Oh, that's a very brief one. Like I said earlier on, I know some of you that are lovers of local story, local sport. You know that particular name. It is not just it's not just a name. It's a name that reads a lot of meaning. Sir, let me just assume I don't know you, because for now I have a lot of information about you. Let's, for the sake of the viewers out there, what do you do, sir?
All right, I'm into coaching. Football coaching, I'm into coaching education, and I do a lot of business around the sports.
Okay.
Helping players, career, motivational talks, career pathways, around the sport generally. Okay. And when it comes to the equipment as well, I do part of those as well.
All right, starting from when you started footballing as a business, can you take us through the background? How was it then?
Okay, actually, if I'll go back to some of those things, I happen to be a graduate of electronics from Ladoke Akitola University of Technology. I happen to be the first student that will go to the World University game from there. That was to be Sicily '97. Then they don't pick players from such schools. Players are picked from this Unilag, UI, Unifair, Unijos, ABU. Those are the known universities. So I happen to be the first that will do breaking and and the rest is history. And my other schools now can show their words, and their players are going to be spotted and well represented. Then after played for Crown, played for 3SC, played for Sunshine, left the country, played for some time. Did some coaching out there, coming here to do with the Institute of Sports before working now with the Football Coaches Association of African Nation. Basically, I decided to do that because, as an engineer, while playing, there's so much I discovered after leaving the shores of this country that if I had known this early enough, I don't know who would stop me. So I now decide to say, okay, I will try as much as possible to impact the young one, because I know we have a lot of talent out here. So I will try as much as possible to let them know that as early as possible. And it's just a matter of time we can have the Ronaldos and the Messis of this world, because basically the difference is just the information. You might have the talent. There's so much information to be able to play the game so effectively, and you'll be spotted. So I have to try as much as possible, impact knowledge. That is what brought me into coaching, and I'm doing business around it.
Well, that's actually very fantastic. Like you were saying earlier on regarding the upcoming Ronaldos, I can assure you, if you take your time to come to Kira Football Academy, come take a look at our guys here, I bet with you that the next Lamine Yamal, the next Cristiano dos Ronaldo, we have it here at Kira Football Academy. All right, moving away from that particular one, which year did you start your coaching career?
First and foremost, luckily I'm able to have an idea of Kira. I know you are doing a great job, so I need to compliment you for that. I have good knowledge about Kira. I stopped playing, I decided to stop playing, I think 2008. And immediately, after my holidays in the UK, I came down. I think I started after the NIS, precisely 2010. 2010, yeah.
Well, that's actually very fantastic. The major reason why I started from that, you might be wondering that why didn't I start from when you were playing football? And let's now go back to when you were playing football. Which of the club side do you actually play? I'm very sure that you could play for the local level before you go to the Premier League. Then, tell us about it. Like, where did you actually start your footballing career?
Wow, this is very interesting. Got an admission into Ladoke Akintola University of Technology. Happens to come from Ogbomoso anyway, both parents. My first admission was for Ife, but those are the times that English, A7 in English, I could not go in as an architect. Waited for a year, got an admission into Ogbomoso Electronics. By then I've already received for my English, so I came in. So before the lecture starts, I'm from the town, I'm in the town already, so I need to get engaged in football.
Sure.
The closest pitch to my area was around, if you know Ogbomoso, they call it around Taki area, so I do go there. I happen to see a local team there. I was training with them, so I started with them. It's called Tara FC. So I was playing with them. I was like this to them, but I was comfortable doing it. So they used to play the local competition, and I was involved with it. So that got me occupied pending resumption for the school. I got in. I was very, very much involved in their thing there. To cut the long story short, that made a lot of our students come in there. Because the very moment they know their student is playing in a competition, everybody trooping.
Sure.
Friends start coming, start joining the club, even raise the level of the competition itself. So from there, the pastor in seminary, Ame Obaje, he was there in seminary then, now bought IBB Omas. A league side, an NLO side. So we had to play. They scouted from the local to play with some players from 3SC, maybe the backup players. That was how we formed Crown FC.
Wow.
Yeah, we started Crown like that, playing for Crown, schooling, before the World University thing. So many things happened. Towards the tail end of my finishing at the school, I had an offer in 3SC. I had to go and serve. So I had to quickly do orientation at Yola, redeploy back to Oyo State, and played for 3SC. So I was serving and playing for 3SC.
Oh, wow.
So my first year in 3SC, I was serving. That was when Lekon Salami was the head. FAMIC used to sponsor us then. I think they brought him back now. Used to sponsor. After that, I have a spell with Sunshine Stars as well. Why place is difficult. Electronic class, it's massive, so difficult. But to God be the glory. Afterwards, from 3SC, outside. And Singapore, Asia, Europe, then back to Nigeria. And this is me deciding to say, okay, I want to give it back, both off and on the pitch.
It's actually very fantastic. Taking a look at your career background, it's giving me this particular feeling that you have a very rich background. Now, there are quite a number of things that I saw on your CV while I was actually going through the CV, and I can tell you are doing well, sir. Just keep up the good work, and I can assure you, sir, even beyond where you are presently, I'm very sure that you're still going places.
Thank you.
Okay, now let's go back to take a look at your career being a coach. Now, which of the top, part of your career being a coach, like which level was the highest of the peak when you were actually a coach? That was the time you enjoyed yourself well in coaching career.
Oof, I will still say it's always a great moment. You know why? Because I'm like an achiever. So he's always trying to beat this. So he's always there. So I've not even gotten there anyway. Because you see, the funny thing about the coaching is that you need something for something to coach at that level. And I don't scheme. I don't know if you get me. I don't scheme to do a job. You know why? It's because we've got a lot of things to help the kids with, the players, even in Nigeria. Even if you are playing in the Premier League in Nigeria, I'm telling you, you might not know some things and you are playing. I've played in there. You need to be impacted by your coach. Get better by your coach. Apart from the fact that, you have just been signed with, I'll use Shooting Stars, they are my team, or Crown. You have just been signed by Crown. It doesn't mean you are there. The coach still needs to get you up to speed on the do's and don'ts. There are things we call the 4 pillars of the game. What level are you in these things? You might have it. There is no way the coach will still need to help you either keep improving on it or get you to be better. In this part of the world, in those 4 pillars, we are always very, very low, and I'll try and do it because I'm sure you're into football as well. Sure. We have players have to be technically gifted, players have to be tactically sound, players have to be physically fit. You have to be strong. Then players have to be psychosocially up there. You see the 4. Yeah. So even if you are technically good, you can pass, you can dribble, you can shoot, and you are tactically sound, that means you know the do's and don'ts, you know what to do, when to pass, when not to pass. Thank you. And you are physically gifted. You are so strong, you are so big, you can run, you can do all those stuff.
For the ball.
But between me and you, if you've just lost your iPhone, do you think you can play?
That means there's an issue upstairs.
So if I don't know this as a coach, I can start getting upset about you because I don't know. Yeah, you see. And these are the kids need to know this. I need to know that when my players are coming onto the pitch, I need to see their eye and see, are you good? How far? When I know you are okay, every other thing follow. You see, that very important key pillar is mostly missing there. Because when you try to do that, they take you to be very lazy. You know, won't work. You understand? And it's very key. You see, if we've been helped, a lot of players will have been up there. But this is the reason why, luckily, people like the body I'm working with, Fcaan, is able to make me even get within that. You see? So I'm always happy to take it and give it to as many players and coaches as possible. Because I know the more, the merrier. The bigger, the better. You understand what I'm saying?
Course.
So that's why I enjoy doing what I'm doing.
It's actually a very good one there.
Thank you.
Let's take a look at Fcaan.
All right.
Taking a look at your CV, there are quite a number of certificates you were able to acquire to yourself based on I want to explore more, I want to do more. Of course, like you said earlier on, that once you're an achiever, you keep setting targets, you keep setting goals for yourself. Let's take a look at Fcaan. What do you experience with Fcaan? Like, how has it been good? How has it been helpful to your coaching career?
Wow. Like I said, you've checked my CV, you see some FA UK, all those stuff there.
Exactly.
You see, you can FA UK, FCAN.
Yes.
FA UK, that's an ideal atmosphere. FCAN is taking it to where it works the way you are. You see the coaching. You see the uniqueness. The uniqueness is that a Guardiola is working in a setup where he doesn't need to think too much about the about so many things. He just needs to come up with his system and style, how he wants to play. Every other thing is being done by the staff. But you are in an environment where you are the coach, you are the physio, you are the assistant coach, you are the trainer, only you, and you still need to work. So when you do Fcaan takes you through this terrain to say you can still survive it as a coach. The very moment you have the knowledge, you can manage your environment because it's about the environment. That is why it's Football Coaches Association of African Nations. Because the founder, President Dr. Terry Egwaje is in the US, and our CEO, Mr. Danny Naza, is in Lagos. He's the head of the Ivory Head Club. You see, these are things that they do, something like a doctor, regularly to the white people. They train them. He trains them every time. He now discovered that if I can do this to the white guys, I should take it home. He happens to come from Edo State anyway, Nigeria. So yeah, that's why he came up with this. And I was like a student that attended an Fcaan course 2017 at Leeds City University, Ibadan. You understand? Afterwards, maybe because of the way I was in the class, I was approached to be trained to be an instructor with them. So, and I agreed. And now presently I'm the national coordinator, head of protocol, Fcaan. You understand? So it gives me direct information to the update, regular coaching methodology. What happens, I get it quick.
Immediately.
Then I apply it, I keep doing it. So it gets me better. It's something that I have to hold both hands.
That's actually very, very nice. A very good one. It has been a very good atmosphere discussing with you. Before we continue with our discussion, let me quickly take a look at some news story popping up here. So then afterward, we continue with our discussion. I have a breaking news here. Home Eagle begin preparation for CHAN. Let me quickly go through that. Taking a look at the Home Eagles, that's the home base Super Eagles have started preparation for the 2024 African Nations Championship. Let me confirm to you that 21 players took part in the team's first training session at the Remo Star Stadium, Ikene. That was Monday night. The remaining 14 players are expected to hit the camp today. And also head coach Eric Chell named a 35-man provisional list for the competition that is last week. The team is expected to engage in series of friendlies in the camp. Yeah, of course, Nigeria will face defending champions Senegal, Sudan, alongside Congo in Group D at CHAN 2024 finals. Chell will start their campaign against Senegal at the Haman Stadium, Zanzibar. That'll be on Tuesday, 7th of August. And also, they are making a return to the competition after missing the last two editions. The CHAN 2024 finals, which will be hosted by 3 countries, will run from Saturday, 2nd of August to Saturday, 20th of August, as far as that particular is. So let's come back to take a look at. I see some teams here, and I think in all the discussion we have been making, we have not made mention of it.
All right.
And I think you have your reasons for that. Now let's come to take a look at the Nigerian Premier Football League. Tell us your experience about the Nigerian Premier Football League, because I see in your CV we have the likes of Danas FC, and also I was able to see that you made promotions not even once. You did it with Danas, and also you did it with another team also.
And you're Ijebu United.
Ijebu United. Let's take a look at that. How was it then? How favorable was it?
Wow, it's something that to explain it is good anyway. You see, earlier before that, I think I had an FA Cup win with AS Racing of Lagos. Winning an FA Cup in Lagos, I've done that twice.
Wow, that's
with a
fantastic.
club, not club that you put in the pecking order. You know, before the season starts, you know people that are likely to win.
Sure.
Yeah, I've done that twice with people that are not likely to win, and with I can say I'm just an average player. Yes, I can say that because if you have the money, you have the quality players.
Sure.
If you don't have the money, you have the talent, not quality. So you need to
You
go.
have to
Those are the
maintain
kind
how
of
you play.
players that I use.
You paraded them.
Yes, that's to tell you it's about development. AS Racing, yes, a bit on that side, but that was when MFM was MFM. That
So
was
they were
when-
at their prime
of
then.
course, MFM was MFM, Agege Stadium. Fidelis Ideliku's team, that was when First Bank was First Bank. That was when Bridge Boys, if you know the Bridge Boy. So that was when we won the FA Cup.
Wow.
So you see, now the latest one will be with Diners FC. You see, Diners FC then was an NLO2 team, not NLO1, not NNN.
NLO2.
NLO2 team. I'm very sure Kira Chama would understand what I'm saying. They're about just promoting. They got promoted to NLO1 and they won the state FA Cup with people like, you know, those then, the Korodus, them, all of them in Lagos. Lagos FA Cup is another thing entirely. They play Otasolo in the finals. Otasolo used to be, is a team that its players are all over in the Premier Leagues. When they don't have clubs, they come together to play. Keeping them, you see quality. You are not having a club, you play. If you have a club, you go. So bunch of those players that are all over, that are not engaged yet with quality ones, are the ones that used to form such team. Another unique thing about it is that at Adejumo United too, Adejumo United then was just playing a TTC league. AC. I think they are in NLO2 today, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. And these were with younger players. That's another thing about me. Younger players. Then another thing is to play with the three at the back. You know, you play those in Europe. Is to get this information to these players that you can play. Flexibility between playing between 1-4-3-3 and 1-3-4-3. So different information with younger players. And they were able to achieve it. So those are the joy. You understand? But the funny thing about it is that with all this achievement, people that you do it for, they don't see it. Because we don't plan for longer. You understand? When those success come, it just come as if it has happened. You know us now.
Yes.
You just ride on that. But in the Western world, they build on what they've achieved. They will trace it back. How can you just win FA Cup? Is it luck?
No.
Is it work?
Is it fluke?
Is it fluke? Then you retrace. Check. Then that will make you appreciate winning it. But they never do that. They just look, it's just Fatai, maybe it's just luck. And they go. Chelsea, and I keep quiet. And I keep doing my thing. Luckily, I keep getting people to influence, get developed. So I'm good. You understand? But what is very important is that form is temporary. Class, they say, is what?
It's permanent.
Permanent. That's the same thing in football. You can say Lukaku is not good here. Let Desam Lukaku go to your team. He will do the same thing. Because what he has is what he has. You can say Ronaldo is not good. Let him go to a Saudi team has just defeated Man City. If you've been abusing Ronaldo, you see now. So that football doesn't like, you can be doing your but for those people that try to go through the right path, it's just a matter of time. And for those people that will see the quality, just like our Nigerians too, some people like you just lying to them. But some people want to face the fact. The more we get the people that want to face the fact, those people are not better than us. I'm very sure. I'm telling you, I've been with them, and I'm very sure my president will wine and dine with them. He knew quite well that we have some quality coaches in here, especially when giving the same knowledge that Guardiola has. So those things are very, very important, and those are the things that kept me going, winning those FA Cup, getting promotions, making sure I can't name players that are up there. One of them, I'm very sure, let me just name one. He just left Nigeria. He plays for Rangers International. If you've been following Rangers, his name is Kazim Ogunleye. Another one is a player that is just signed for Real Valladolid. I'm sure you still get to see his name, Alani Ibrahim.
Yes, I know Alani.
Yes.
That's really a very fantastic one. I know that you're trying to tread carefully and you are being quiet about some things. Now let's now go deep into some things.
All right.
Now let's take a look at how fair was your employers then regarding you. I think at least with the CV I see here, you were able to make promotion for something. I guess they should really appreciate that. Now, taking a look at how like our leagues, not in Nigeria, international leagues, how they appreciate their coach. Now, recently, Diogo Jota lost his life. The number 20 jersey that Diogo Jota is wearing has been immortalized by Liverpool. That's a form of appreciation that, no, what you're doing, we really like it. We appreciate you. Now, like, can you tell me what tangible way does your employer then appreciate it? Okay, now, fine, coach you for doing this for us, for gaining promotion, for winning us the FA, which we never thought we would win. Now, this is what we have for you.
Unfortunately, let me leave it like that. The reason is because in the first place, there was never a proper structure. So when there is no proper structure, you might not see that. You understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
Because I can't really say promoting winning FA Cup. I can't point it, I'm telling you, to say, okay, you won FA Cup. Okay, for example, Nations Cup 80. Them Odegba, I mean, they say they give them house. They give them land. Like those Kwara that just won now.
Even in your state, they approved one last month.
They just, those are the kind of... But like I said, when they won it, they never expected it. It's not even in their budget. It's not even in their plan. They just see, and they just move on. I'm telling you, yes. They just move on. So, but the good thing is that you are saying it in my CV, and CV don't lie. There are records.
Exactly.
It doesn't lie. Ijebu United is there. It's not rocket science. And all these people that I'm saying, they are just behind there. But between me and you, that's it. After that, but whatever package they have as a team, especially in terms of your wages, yeah, up to date about it. But winning it to say you've won it, this is to show that you've won it. I don't think such came up. I don't think so. I'm trying to remember.
And the funniest thing about press is there could be a lot of rumor flying over that coach was giving this, which is outrightly not so. Okay, fine. I think presently the money amounted to FA Cup winning is 50 million naira, and for the ladies it is 25 million naira. While the second round up we go on with 10 million naira. Back then, how much was the price tag? Maybe was it not something too good enough to capitalize on?
Okay. Anytime we talk, we need to look at the exchange rate anyway, the values of the money.
Exactly.
So then, I think the first FA Cup, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's 750K. 750K, then might be like maybe, it might look like a 7.5 million now.
Exactly.
Sure, you see, so don't let's look down on the money. Then was 750K.
Which was more valuable.
Onikon Stadium, First Bank against AS Racing. That was the game, 1-0. 1-0, that was how it ended. You know First Bank now, they have money, they have everything. Sure, you see, that's kind of thing I'm saying. You understand? Then if you look at the other one with Danas, if I'm not mistaken, I think is it 1.5 or so. You just say the figure. WGB used to sponsor and they do it, you understand? It's just like that. The details about it, and in fairness, I don't know. I don't know. But the only thing I'm sure of is that if they say they will give me 5 naira, they gave me the 5 naira.
Which is on the agreement of the contract before. So
that's why I said the structure, that's what it is. So I can't fault them. That's where they want to do their thing. So I'm okay. But if it's better appreciated, maybe they will have built better on it, which is normal everywhere. You understand? But if you decide to do your things this way, nobody can fault it. That's the way you want to do your thing. It has to be respected. So that's why we respect whatever. But in terms of in any special package, capital, no.
All right, before I move to another question for you, I have this question. Taking a look at your career, being a coach, being a footballer, which of the most challenging part do you have that you nearly was like, should I just quit football? Do you have any challenging career like that?
I think that would be in school. going for the World University game in an electronic department and coming back, and my lecturers were like, you are not a serious boy.
Hmm.
You leave this department, you go play ball.
Hmm.
So they were like, okay, let's see how brilliant you are. You have to do your exam on your own. And you've been vigilated. Have you done such an exam before? I'll do my makeup exams in my HOD office, and I'll be vigilated.
Wow.
Shall you see? Maybe you say you dey play ball, and you do electronics. Let's see now. Maybe you like ball. Because then, most lecturers want to show you that before I get this thing, I did.
Sure.
And you are looking as if it's easy. That's what they wanted to show me. So it was tough. Shall you see? If this ball go cause wahala, you better leave it. That's why
you thought of that.
Yes. But you see, the area where I was the captain, even in Crown, I'm always the captain anyway. Anywhere, I'm always captain. And Sheyi Olofijano happens to come back from that squad as well. He was a very good friend. You're a junior, 2 years junior in the school, but my very, very good friend. You understand? And I was now, okay. I had to do all those things. But the very moment football comes again, people will say, this ball. Before anything, I've already seen somebody spotting me to say, I want to work with you, I want to work with you. And after using like almost 10, 11 years playing football, will I now come back to now say I want to go and work in MTN or anywhere? Because already my juniors already are managers. And I've already met so many top guys in Europe that I can also do business with. So let me stay on my lane.
Let me just be on my lane.
Make the daily lane. The electronics things also is helping me because I know how many calculus I've done to have an electrical certificate. So applying those kind of brain in techniques, tactics, you can't imagine. Because I just need to discuss, okay, what is this game all about? It's about space. It's about exploiting space and denying space. Okay, how do we exploit? How do you deny? You can see what I'm saying is so tactical.
Yeah.
That if you have the brain, you know that you can do so many things with even players with average ability. Because the information you give him and you say, see, the way I'm looking at you, this is your strength. Don't do this, do this. Before they spot anybody, they will see you. Because you are doing something that is effective. And somebody is talented and is doing something that is not effective. So when the technical eye sees, they will know that this is an effective player. And they will pick you ahead of him. And you are just, okay, look at Saka. Do you think if Saka comes to 3SC, you think he will enter team? Between me and you. Because he's playing effective football. He's not doing so many step over. He's not jamming anybody. He's not physical. But he doesn't lose possession. He receives well, he passes well, he decides well, he takes decisions. You understand what I'm saying? So those are the things that makes everything so challenging. I say, okay, if I can do this, I have to keep giving back to the kids and let them keep getting better. And it will have a ripple effect on the league as well. Because if I coach a team, definitely I want to make my mark and I want to make a statement.
That's actually very nice. Like I said, that was one of the most challenging parts of it. Now let's go to what make you really happy in football. Now, but before we go there, now taking a look at the players you've made, which of them actually makes you so happy that you're like, oh, this football, it is either football or nothing. Which of those players that make you feel like, okay, having this player, spotting this player, making this player has actually made my life accomplished. Which of that particular player?
I would say every one of them. You know why? It's not that they've given me so much, but the joy that you've been able to raise someone to a particular level is like a fulfillment on its own. But the one thing that I discover about them is that they have a lot of influences from the family. The same player that you are helping, okay, I didn't come with my car, I'm sure chairman knows. The same, that's why I don't use big cars. I use a regular car that we can do everything together. You can't hit me in Lagos and I will stop you. I can look and go. I don't want start exchanging words with you. I'll just go because I know it's just the engine and the tires that I'm concerned about, because I know you are wrong. When it's time to use, maybe I would. You understand? So those players get influenced so much by the so-called uncle that never supported them when they are playing, by the so-called parent that never supported them when they are playing. But the very moment they cross the shore and make money, the African team comes to them to say, now I want to go and show them that I've made it at your own detriment. Yes, now. Because already there's nothing I want to show coach that has been giving me 100 naira, 2 naira.
Exactly.
I only need to show people that have been, they almost abandon me and say, this football, okay, we don't even leave you. But the very moment you go home with a big car and everybody welcomes you, they start becoming the engineer to do your site for you. They start becoming an advisor to your finance, and at the detriment of the coaches. So they are all influenced by that. So it affects so many, not only me, it affects so many. Before you see a grace of ones that will go back and say this, very rare. That's why club owners need to take care of their side with their paperwork. Nobody is a good boy unless proven otherwise. Just do your business with paper. Your paper covers you. Even if you become a bad boy, your paper already said you owe this to this. So the paper takes care of you. If you like, be a bad boy. I'm covered. Because the owner will be spending money.
Exactly.
You understand what I'm saying? And you as a coach, you don't have that on the player. A player is just a player. I train him from 5 up to stardom. Doesn't make me the owner of the player. It's the status. It's the FIFA standard. The player has the right to say, okay, you are no more. It is this man. No, but history. The highest they can do for you is a training compensation. And you can even only get that if you have a record and you have a CAC. You see, you are even organized. You see, you have a record to show that when this boy was growing, you have a parental consent that he is with you. So that will give you a backup to say, through these years, this boy has passed through me. So when FIFA are doing it, it will be on the player's passport that this boy. But a lot of people have this information and they use it at the detriment of people that doesn't know. See? So even if you are doing a player, when it's time for the player to make the good money, they are the vultures there. They are waiting. Let that players come to the national team. They will ask him questions, get his history. They will cut it and tell him this is where you will start. Because he doesn't have a choice. You want to play for national team, or you want to go back, or you want to get to this club, or you want to go back. So the structure already affecting if that question that you're asking.
Exactly.
So it now takes that player his own church mind to say, that coach. And that's the reason why I say as a coach, you have to influence the player. Because if you influence him, he will not forget that one. Not just coach him. You influence him on and off the field. That can make him remember that, now coach make me they do this thing. He can trace back and at his right time show his good side to you. But if he just passed through you, he might not even remember anything about you, because all the time you are not even there to connect psychologically with him or socially. So it's tough for coaches and for somebody like me. But like I said, I'm grateful that they are doing well. I know one day one will say, let me remember. Maybe it's this interview. Because I don't go to them. I've played the game. It's something I've done. It's black and white. It's because they don't know it's black and white. When the white side is on your side, you're doing well. When the black side turns to you, then you know what football is all about. That's why it's better to balance it. Forget the I've seen players, have friends that play Champions League. You know money that you make in Champions League. And at the end of the day, they go broke. So if you are just in Tunisia or Egypt, or you are in one side in Europe, and you are doing, you see that it's just a matter of time.
You have to tread carefully.
Thank you.
All right, that's a very good one. Okay, let's take a look at this. Nigerian Premier Football League will be resuming soon, August to be precise, which is next month. Now, let's assume you were given an opportunity and you were asked, okay, fine, part of the 20 clubs that are contesting in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Now, which of it do you think, like, if you are given an opportunity to take it up as their head coach, which team will you go for?
Wow. Some have an advantage over another. I hope you know. a place like Imba has an advantage. A place like Rivers has an advantage. Even shooting has an advantage. Remo has an advantage. In fertility-wise, structure-wise, I think maybe Remo will be the best in terms of facility structure, because they are trying to copy whatever is happening in Europe, and everything is there. And that's why Daniel is doing a great job there. You understand? You have somebody that is intelligent and has the knowledge. He happened to be Ladukite as well. You see, he was my junior in school. We're very close. We are both still on the same class. We are presently having a CAF B course in Abuja. I wrote it there.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, and I happen to be the governor of the class. So he's a very close guy, and he works with them. We are very close. We share ideas together. So when you have those things, they have their advantage, they have their disadvantage. Like I said, if up there, in terms of if you put everything together, Remo will be there. Because the clubs that are being managed by the government have a problem of structure. Whoever they are bringing in, they don't bring most people in, I'm sorry, on merit. Is it that maybe you are,
probably you've worked with them, or maybe you've actually done something before.
Yeah. So when you come in, you are now learning in the job. Trying to say, please, can you want to structure session plan? How do we all, something you come up with, so you now go and the AI now is good.
Exactly.
I want to do this, it will tell you everything. But is it practicable to where you are working? You see why Fcaan is so, because everything you have to do have to be practicable in your terrain. This is also, sir. You are training on that pitch. You have to know that when rain falls, there is a place that is muddy. And the players need to do this. And you know, so many things that will affect even your job. So in those ones, I would say for a shooting star, you have the money, the players that will be there, but your setup might not take you there. But if we have a place like Remo, 100% support by the chairman's trainer, people around you, you can train 3 times daily. You can train in the night. If you want to, you can swim, you can do so many things for recovery. Then you're up there. It's what you have now that will determine, and with some, whatever you do, there should be some element of luck. I don't want to know how good you are, even Man City. Everybody, every team, after the great work, you still need some iota of luck to win a game of football. But you will have done your own fair shares of things before the luck comes in. So you work and pray, not pray and work. So after your great work, then you can crown it all with your luck. Everybody has luck, as we are all here. Luck just past luck.
So I think with what I'm able to hear from you now, I think you would preferably go for Remo Stars.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I'm not telling you I want.
Yeah, of course I know. Now, presently, are you coaching anything presently?
Yeah, I'm coaching it. I'm always involved anyway.
Okay.
I'm always involved. If I'm not doing the full time, I'm doing it part time because I need to help people. So people bring me in as a technical advisor or technical director for a football academy. So I go in there, come up with a truck. That's what I go in there to do for Danas FC Afsel. And I was there to help them put some things in place. But you know that in Danas, they have both male and female. And it was those two that got promoted,
Exactly.
not only the male.
Yes.
Both two got promoted.
They did pretty well together.
Yes. So the structure, to structure it, to get the players to say, okay, this is what we want to be doing. You understand? So mostly I do that. Presently I do it with V-Not FA. It's being owned by, what's it called? The son of the Speaker of the House, Lagos State, in name of Gani Obasa. V-Not. He's presently vying for a post in Agege there. He's been doing a great work as well with the kids. And what his visions are, I like it. And that's why I came to him to say, okay, if we can do this to our Agege people, why not? Because you see that Agege, they have a lot of talent there. But the environment is another. And he lives there. He's somebody that comes from there. So he knew quite well that is going to be a factor. So using a club to bring them away from the street is a key thing which I'm involved with and I'm helping out with it.
That's a very good one. Before we go to the final segment of the series of questions I have for you, let's take a look at Kira Football Academy. Let's talk about it. What's your relationship with Kira Football Academy?
Wow. I don't know how do I place relationship. Relation, we are like family. Let me do it that way. Family means you have each other's back, Abi.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, I'm trying to be sure of what I'm saying. You see, it's a thing to come into football. It's another thing to know what I want. You know, I told you that I've qualified team, I've done. But within a short space, what Kira has done within a short period, some people has even done it for 20-something years. They've not gone anywhere. Actually has the advantage. Maybe it's because of some things that he has, and he's making use of them anyway. Because especially when it comes to the media stuff, if you don't have the vision, you won't use it, even if you have it.
Exactly.
All those ones too have it. Either by this or by this, they have it. But they don't decide, they think it's not important. That's why they do use it. But another good thing about it is that this is somebody that wants to get people even to be better, develop people.
Exactly.
I knew quite well that he tried as much as possible to carry a lot of people around along, get them developed to be a better person. But Nigeria is Nigeria. Who no one develop, no go develop.
Exactly.
Even when you develop him, he's not looking at the angle that you have to respect. You know, I'm talking about respecting people.
Exactly.
Since I have the idea of the Western world, when I come, there's nothing I cannot live with. I just need to know you. Once I know you, I will respect you for who you are. Because if anybody wants to do this, okay. But this is my own part. You are who you are. And they know you for who you are. But you still walk around people that doesn't even move close to you. That is very unique about you. And you see that, and another thing is that when you do that, it's been very tolerating. Tolerating in the sense that so many of them have done so many stupid things. But because of where it's going, you are focused on where you are going. So even when you are doing stupid things, now you want to be stupid. Okay, you can continue your stupidity. But the train keeps moving. You drop, but the train is moving. If you look at the idea of focusing more on the upcoming players,
From the grassroots.
I think I know one or two. Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed and see what will happen. Some people have started before Remo. You see where Remo is. That's the example that I can give you, like Kira. Some people have started before Shuname, doing football business, doing scouting, but what he's putting and what he's doing is different. I don't know whether it's only for Ijebu people, because Ikene is just beside this place, and also is here. So before you know it, everybody will be coming to Ogun State to come and develop their players. And they've gotten that kind of opportunity. They never took advantage. So it's just for them to keep doing what they're doing. Like I said, it's not because I'm on Kira TV. I know about, I at least have an idea. Let me say I have an idea. And for you to start in that part, in this kind of environment, it's just a matter of time.
Now, it's a matter of time. Let me pick it from that place. Now, in 5 or 10 years to this time, do you think Kira can compete at the highest level?
Definitely. Depending on its aims and objectives. Some people don't want to compete. They want to develop. Competing, developing, you have to separate it.
It's two different things.
Yes. If you want to compete in Nigerian terrain, you know so many things will happen. If you don't want to go that route, stay in your developing. Develop, ship them, stay on your lane, collect your money. Because if you are competing, are you looking for the name? Is the prize money so attractive that worth it? So you have to stay where you know you are comfortable, because you don't want to have any with anybody. All because I want to win FA Cup, all because I want to win the league. You see, a lot of things around that because I want to win the league. Then people go out of their way to say they leave the area of development. So if you focus on developing, keep developing. And before you know it, what I can assure is that in few years to come, you will see a Kira player in the national team. Can you see? In few years to come, you see them in Europe. Those are development. Some people are not bothered about that one. No. Here you see. And you see the graduate. I'm very sure the way he's going about is he has records, he has a video record. You know what that will look like? For you to know Ronaldo when he was selling some sweeping at McDonald's, to the time he was at Sporting. Do you think if anybody have that video now, what's the value of that video?
That's huge, a lot of money.
That's the kind of thing you can have. Easy.
That's actually very, very nice. Now, let's take a look at the chairman of the Nigerian Premier Football League. That's Honorable Benga Elegbele. Last season, before the season that ended, the prize money attached to the Nigerian Premier Football League was 150 million naira. As we speak now, the newly crowned champion, Remo Stars, was given 200 million. And Honorable Benga Elegbele was assuring us that the money will increase in this particular season. We can see that development is actually coming here and there. Now let me now put this to you. Part of the 20 teams that will be competing next, aside from those people that are just joined from the NNL, which team do you think is that particular league favorite?
First and foremost, we have to commend the Mr. Elegbele. It's just to do anything in Nigeria. It's not easy. That league has been there for. I played it now. And people have been, even people that have better opportunity to get it done, they never did. But now he's putting up a structure. We're almost like going to be starting European calendar.
Exactly.
If I'm not mistaken.
Exactly.
So you know how long they've been trying to do that. And if you check the last season, check the results, home, away. There. We're not,
very, very
yes, we're not there yet, but you can see people are seeing changes, even in our referees. He has come up with a way to be able to monitor and cop them. If I'm not mistaken, I had them saying some have been sent to study how to do
courses,
VAR.
exactly.
Thank you. So any moment, anytime soon, they're going to be starting to use VAR in Nigeria. Those are things that's like progression. It's just because we want to run without work in Nigeria. It's just like in Nigeria and its own. This Nigeria has been spoiled for years. Somebody now came there, you want it to just do like this and change. It's not possible now. But Nigerians are always, we like miracles. That's why you see the miracle centers always very filled up. Because everybody wants miracle. But miracle will only come with people that are working at. Anybody that sees that miracle there has been working towards it. That's what they don't know. It's not that miracle. He has work. That miracle just complements his work. You understand what I'm saying? So as you're saying it now, with the stroke, anybody winning a league already have an advantage because they will double their efforts. They are going for the continent, so it is double. They will attract better players. They are going to have more funds. Here you see, and already they have this good structure. So already they have an advantage. But see people that are no name, like I mentioned before, the 3Ss, the Remo, the Kano Pillars, the Rivers, they still have. You understand? Those are people that want to...
That are favorite.
Yes, target with them because they have the advantage of finance, some structure, and
quality players. That's actually very nice. Now, before we wrap things up on this edition, what's a word of encouragement for upcoming coaches there, for upcoming players there that are anticipating to be the next all-wide world celebrated coach and also celebrated player?
All right, what my advice is straightforward. Knowledge is power. If you've played, if you've not played, there are two ways about it. Some have played and decide to fall into coaching. You see, when you're playing, most players don't want to coach. They only go into coaching when they see that, what I can't do. You understand? That's when they go into coaching. And that's why in Europe it's better. As you're playing, they're already advising you to say, do you like coaching? Do you like pundit? Do you have, where are you comfortable? They want to help you and guide you towards it. But it's not the same there. Yeah. So already anybody that has decided to say, actually you have an history of playing or not, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. And wherever the knowledge is, seek for it. It's not because of Fcaan, but what I can assure you, because I'm there, I'm involved, is that there is difference. You understand? If you talk of information, so many things in the modern trend, you know, Fcaan is being graded by UEFA. It's about the hours of study. It's quality, not quantity. Because Nigeria, you know, you say, now 5 years I do my course. Now 2 years you take yours. You know, they respect 5 years than 2 years. But they won't check the curriculum. In your 5 years, what did you do? Where's the curriculum? Let's see. In your 2 years, what did you do? They don't look at it. But because they kept you in a place for 5 years, they say, and that 5 years, you are always sleeping, doing something that is not even relevant to what you are going to do. Now you use 2 years, you are doing everything that you are going to face when you leave that class. You see the difference? That is what Fcaan brings to you. Because when you do it from day one, you already know that. Even the way I'm talking, I'm very sure you might be thinking of coaching already.
Exactly.
Yes, because if I say it now, I'm very sure you would think coaching. That's how much they've given me, and that's how much we've been able to put out there to all the coaches. So coaches should keep seeking for knowledge and keep making sure they have this network of interactor. You have to seek for knowledge, share ideas, and keep getting better, because we've got a lot of kids there to take and develop. The better coaches we have, the better players we are, and it will reflect in our national team. And that is why knowledge is power.
That's very nice. Let me take a look at this question also. How can upcoming coaches contact you for Fcaan program?
Actually, we have an Fcaan platform, and my numbers are there as the national coordinator, depending on where you are. And I have a social media handle as well. Okay. Not for even I have a TikTok account.
I think that would be nice. Yeah. Can we have your contact? Can you tell us your contact in case of because of the viewers out there, so that they can contact you?
Of course.
Please let us know.
My contact is 0708.
Okay.
988.
Okay.
51.
Okay.
68.
Can we take that again?
0708.
Okay.
988.
Okay.
51.
Okay.
68.
Okay, what about your social media handle that we can actually reach out to?
My social media handle will be, I think with my email account, you can go straight to my Facebook.
Okay.
That's AKSmith200X. X as in xylophone. X.
Okay, X.
Like an equation, 200X.
Okay.
At yahoo.com.
Can we take that again?
AK Smith together.
Okay, AK Smith. Okay.
200X.
200X.
At yahoo.com.
At yahoo.com. Fantastic, and also very good. It has been a very good one, having an exclusive interview with you, sir. And I can tell you that, like I said earlier on, that, of course, with what I can see with the structure, even though with the peak you have, you're still anticipating to even go higher and higher. And that will be your portion. Amen. Finally, before we let you go, what can you say regarding Kira's studio?
Wow. I think this like say, if you don't get here, you won't know. I'm inside this studio now. I'm very sure you might not know I'm in Ososa.
Exactly.
And I'm in Ososa, and I've drove past Ososa. I don't know how many times. I'm telling you, I've drove past. I even have drove past here when I was in Adejumo. We came here to check this field. Okay. And people like Kira just need support from, I don't know, it's just to, and let me say neighboring environment. Because I know he's somebody that is I don't know, I know his street credibility will be up there. You understand? So he can take small thing to turn it to big thing. So you just need an enabling environment. So when such thing happen, some people are just too lucky. Lucky in the sense that in few years' time, the name will be there, out there. There's no two ways about it, I'm telling you. The names will be there, out there. And you have so many people around, sure you know.
Exactly.
Then they will now start wanting to align with Kira. Because he's been with them, they don't know. You see, he's in there doing his things, trying to promote, getting players.
Some are even saying it as if, what is he doing?
And now that's the way, now that's our people, no blame them. That's what they did. But the very moment the real thing comes up now, everybody will now want to start rushing, and you understand? That's what he should prepare for. Because it's not everybody that rush that want to be on, I told you, that want to be on the same train. So you just be careful to put them in. Because some are not just good at following train that are moving. They want to stop the train, go to unirate, come back, delay the train unnecessarily. So if you see them, it's better you avoid them because you are a moving train. If you are not a moving train, you won't come in here and be doing this. A moving is somebody that wants to achieve and keep achieving and keep achieving. You understand? Because he just wants to, if he is comfortable, he just wants to influence people. The kids are there. I follow the Kira, I follow the kids. I know, and I see what they do without nothing. I'm telling you, I see it now. Now imagine if it gets to that, it just gets bigger. It gets bigger. That's why you need to really commend the chairman.
I'd love to ask
massive.
this question that just popped up in my mind. Presently, is there any course you're doing, probably more or less like a development course regarding what you do, sir?
Yeah.
Okay, can you tell us about it?
We just run up with Fcaan.
Exactly.
We just run out with 250 plus coaches in what's it called, in Lagos, and they were trained. You understand? And I think the way the CEO planned it is going to be going state to state.
Okay.
And I'm very sure maybe if I talk to Kiratu, might want to get some of his for Ogun State. I know he's doing a lot in Osusa, but he needs to take it away from those people that have just been, I'm sorry, in there, just not. There are so many grassroots, and they are the one that these kids are with. And the very moment they fed them with wrong information, if they get to you, you will now start from primary one again.
Exactly.
Because they are not well coached before getting to you. That's the danger about not having coaches that have the knowledge to develop players. Not ones that will hold cane beside the field and say, if you don't run, I will cane you. That's the fear. That's not coaching. You are just carrying the boy.
Okay.
So hopefully he can get as many as possible. We keep developing them, and before you know it, we spread the gospel to the east, to the west, to the south, to the north, and we're good to go by the special grace of God. And I know it's something you can do, even involving friends. I know it's something you can do.
Okay, it's actually a very fantastic one. Having taken a look at and also doing an exclusive interview with you regarding the football pitch that we have presently. As it stands, Akira Football Academy, we are developing a stadium. It's not just one. We have a football training pitch, and also we have a pitch whereby we can have competitions being played upon. So we are doing all it takes to make sure that we have an enabling environment for all our players to make sure they play good football. And like you said earlier on, you've actually witnessed those guys play. You see what we have here. Can we just solicit to viewers out there that in case if they really want to venture into football, that there's no other place they can actually come into than Akira Football Academy?
Yeah. To compliment you on that is something I've saw on his status. Yeah, I saw it on his status. I saw the size on his status. I've not seen the model, but definitely, like I told you, it's somebody that thinks big. You understand? So it's just for any good person that knows he wants to invest in football to look at Ososa and contact Kira to say, okay, because it's always good to. They say teamwork is always the key.
Exactly.
You see, this idea of Nami get them is not always good. Yeah. The more if you bring resources together, it makes very. Do you think it's one person that owns Real Madrid? Man, you. So that's the idea. So if he has taken this to a level, this is an opportunity for anybody that wants to throw some dollars off there to say, okay, let me just invest in it. Because he already has the vision, has the idea. With your support, this support, they can only get better. They can only get bigger. And you are rest assured that, yeah, you will see it grow anyway.
Exactly.
You will see it grow. It's not that, it's like planting a flower and it will be growing.
It's not a black market.
It's not black market. This is something you see grow. It's just like an institution. If you open a school now, you will see students, they will graduate there, they will become lawyer, for your face, they will do it. That's what he's trying to do. So it's a good thing for anybody out there. I'm saying it personally to you out there. Also, is the place. Contact Korea. Unfortunately, I don't have the number of, and I'm sure they can contact.
We'll show that one on the screen. Fantastic one. It has been a very good time once again having you on board, and I want to believe that each or any other time that we'll be calling you, you will definitely actually respond to our call.
I will try.
All right. Let me say this before I go. NPFL, are we really improving or not?
We are really improving.
Yeah,
the more we're getting quality young coaches, let me say quality coaches, you don't have to be young, everybody now ain't go get old. The older in coaching, the better.
Exactly.
As long as you can move your limbs. So the more we keep getting quality coaches, coaching education for our coaches, leagues will keep improving, definitely. And with the structure the Mr. Elegbele is bringing in, with our NFF support and everybody's support, let's stay positive. I'm very, very sure Can only get better.
There's this question I always ask my guests before I let them go on the show, and it is two questions. Presently, the Women's African Cup of Nations 2004, being played at Morocco, is ongoing presently. Who do you think is that particular favorite? Who do you see lifting? And it's actually taking a new shape now. A new trophy has been introduced. Who do you think will actually launch this and also lift it?
Definitely a super fan.
Okay.
Have you watched the team play?
Of course, I watched them play.
That's
They are
another
a formidable
commendation.
team.
Yeah, that's another commendation to the local coach. I've seen the team play under a white man, and I've seen the team play under him, and I'm seeing what they are doing.
So to me, Jackson Madegu is doing a great job.
Yes, in player selection, the players he invited, yes, some might be saying, oh, dude, but in this female world, once you are still able to bring in something, it's smart to know that he still need them, and he brought them in. And they are doing I checked the rotation, squad rotation, the last game. He didn't play you until you fade. The very moment he's getting something, he's rotating. Those are management of team. A black man is doing it, a Nigerian is doing it. Appreciate him. I just hope they will give him that kind of money they will give a white man. Because he's doing that kind of a job.
The job we really need. Okay, fine. Another one is at the FIFA Club World Cup is ongoing presently. We have from 32 teams, we are left with just 4. Fluminense, Chelsea, Real Madrid, and the European champion, Paris Saint-Germain. Who do you think will go all out to clinch that particular one?
Wow.
First of all, are you a Chelsea fan?
Yeah.
Okay, who do you think?
I happen to be a Chelsea fan, but I don't really watch like a fan.
Okay.
Maybe because of my coaching background.
Okay.
I like what the new coach is doing to the Chelsea team. But there's this particular way that PSG plays. It's another thing entirely. Hopefully our coach will be able to come up with an antidote to be able to play it. He plays a particular way. I can't start explaining it now. And I'm very sure in the game of football, it's about what you want to do and what I want to do. Do you have the players? Do I have the players? And atmosphere for that day, then that luck will now say, who get and pass? Then we win it. I'm hoping. I happen to like Real Madrid as well because of them Mbappe's and stuff. But Real Madrid, they don't see trophy for face. Their trophy cabinet is something that will make you turn to another thing when you go to Madrid. It's about trophy. They are very, you know that I tell you, the objective of being a Madrid player is about winning. That's why it's not all the young players that can break into the main team. If you don't have that element of, I'm a winner, you might not get to the main team. And you're a very good player, so they will loan you to other teams that want such player. But if you're a go-getter and a winner, it shows from your game. You might likely have a shirt in Madrid. That's why it's difficult to wear that shirt and wear it for how long can you wear it? Because when the money comes, do you still want more? Or you are okay? That will tell you how long you want to play. So with doing that, I think it's I want to go for Madrid.
Madrid. Okay, going for Madrid. So it means Real Madrid will be eliminating the European champion, now Paris Saint-Germain. Yeah. Okay, no problem. I think we need to wrap things up right here, right now. We're still live in Kira Sport TV. Like I said earlier on, in case we'll be needing you next time, we believe and hope that you will definitely respond to our call. Okay then. In case you don't know, please, it is actually very, very essential that you subscribe to this YouTube channel. Yeah, click on the notification bell. So each time we drop video, you can actually get notified that we have a new video for you to take a look at. And in case for you out there, incoming footballers, that you want to grow your dream of becoming a star football player, why go anywhere? Just come to Kira Football Academy. The potential, the talent in you, I can bet it with you that will bring it out in you here at Kira Football Academy. On this dial, we need to wrap things up. Yes, can we just bear the viewers out there? Can you be them a farewell so we wrap things up now?
Okay, to all the viewers of Kira TV, it's been a pleasure being there, having this kind of conversation with my miracle here. Is really miracle. He's doing a fantastic job. I'm sure they will still have to. Kira will need a lot of things to keep him here because a lot of people want to pick, but I trust Kira for that. Keep watching Kira, keep supporting Kira. It's just a matter of time. I'm very sure you can only get better. With Kira TV, name it. entertainment, education, development, movies. I'm very sure they are in it. So thank you for watching. God bless you. Thank you.
It can only get better. I think that would be my watchword for this week. That's coming from Coach. All right, then, ladies and gentlemen, sport lovers across the globe, we need to wrap things up. Like I said, share the program with friends and family. Let's spread the gospel of sport. And the console today is FM. Like I always say, he is a Manchester United fan. And up till now, I don't know when exactly Mayu will be playing the next Champions League, but I think it is not anytime soon. All right, guys, we need to wrap things up. Once again, my name is Ibidakbo Miracle Oluwadami Lola. Call me Miracle Sport. Keep watching Kira Football TV. And Kira Football Academy is that particular academy. You can bring out the potentials in you. Yes, we know in and out football business. Thank you so very much. Once again, we are out of the studio.